Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Joel, much needed for Lobo fans to see that go down. And the Lobos win. They snap a 2-game losing streak in the pit last night by beating an outmanned Air Force team by a score of 98-61. And an interesting night in the Mountain West Conference. Good morning, boys and girls. Coming off a victory in the pit last night, it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Gato Roberto is in today as well, producing. How you all living?
Good morning.
And I'm doing just fine.
Bob, what's the weird echo I got in my ear? Or kind of sounds like another radio station or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll figure that out. JJ's in Phoenix. Ladies will go against Grand Canyon tonight. JJ, I'm going to guess you watched last night. Saw the Lobos handle business. I mean, they were up 55-33 at halftime. They were up by 40 when a three-pointer went in just before the buzzer with about 7 seconds to go. They win by 37. They were favored by 28.5. They, at one point, there was a break, and Daniel Ferris and I, who were calling the game on News Radio KKB and the Lobo Radio Network, looked down at the stat sheet, and JJ, the Lobos were out-rebounding Air Force 22-5. And we both kind of rubbed our eyes. I'm like, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. The Lobos, on their first 9 shots, got offensive rebounds on 8 of those shots. Air Force played without 2 of their best rebounders. Eli Robinson and Caleb Walker did not play. They were already an outman team that had lost 18 in a row. They hadn't won since November. But it was utter domination last night, and that's what it needed to be.
Yeah, and that's what good teams do, is they take it to another level. And that's what UNM was able to do against Air Force, where we expected them to win this game. Even when you see a number like 27.5 points, which was, the spread yesterday, it just feels like, wow, that's such a huge number. It's college basketball there and scholarship too, but this is an Air Force team that just has a lot of holes, and a New Mexico team that had the right mentality, had the right attitude about where they attacked each and every single possession. I thought Eric Golden laid it out really good on Monday. His team bought into it, and you see the pieces that we've liked all year long. That's what you want to see, is just handle your business, leave no doubt. That's what they did last night. And I was listening to you guys post game too, and I'm interested in how things played out. Antonio Chol, early offense again, that's really good to see. His confidence is growing. And I was shocked that Coach Olin did it, but it makes a ton of sense when you realize why not throw some stuff out there on film against Air Force to get other people thinking. I don't know how you guys thought it went. It was a different look. I wasn't like wowed by it, but having JT Rock and Thomas Bullion on the floor at the same time, I'm definitely interested in what Daniel thought of it.
Yeah, he thought it was a different look, and he thought it was exactly kind of where you are. I don't know that it was a kind of a wow good moment. It was interesting, and because you never seen it before, there was one play in particular, and it wasn't necessarily a high-low. It was a low-low. Bullion was down on the low right block, back to the basket. Rock came cutting through the lane. A sweet pass from Bullion. JT made the catch, went to the rim, and got fouled. And I'm intrigued. And I know there were a lot of people that really wanted to see this go down. I don't know that you're going to see it a lot. That was the night to try it, right? Against an undersized, although still a husky 7 feet. There wasn't a lot there. It was fine. I don't know that it made a gigantic impression. I meant to ask Eric Olin about it in the post game. I'd written it down, and it's one of those where he's got to get up to the radio. You ask him a bunch of stuff, and you're running out of time, or get up to the media room. But I thought it was all right. I don't know. It was. There's part of me that would like to see it again, because obviously he's not adverse to giving it a shot. There's something there that he saw, obviously in practice, I'm going to guess, that made him want to try it in the game. But I forgot to ask him about that in the post game. That's on me.
No, I think it's, you throw something out there on film and it gets other people thinking. It gives you something else you can do. And at this point in the season, you can tweak things. You're not dramatically going to switch everything all of a sudden, start running a high-low game as part of what you do. But I thought it was really intriguing that he did it. It made sense. Like, they were confident in this game. They knew it wasn't getting out of hand. Like, this is not something you're going to see in the first half in Reno or against the Aztec. But if it's something that's in your back pocket, the only thing that I thought we wouldn't get there is just because in case of emergency, right? If there's foul trouble or you're playing both guys and you're like, oh man, they're both winded. Are you good with Chol at the 5 against a legit big?
Yeah. Probably not is the answer, right? I mean, I'm going to guess probably not is the answer. But
it's on film now, so there you go.
Yeah, no, it's out there. All right, Antonio Chol leads the way with 20 points last night, 7 of 13 from the field. He was 5 of 10 from three-point land. JJ, I'm going to tell you, if in fact that continues, it's a difference maker for this team because they look different. I mean, Jake Hall had 16 points in a really quiet way last night. He only took 8 shots. He was 3 of 6 from three-point land. He made 5 of his 8 shots. He had 5 rebounds last night. But a relatively quiet game, and at 16, which is right on his number. If Chol can give you that consistently, and I don't know that he can or can't, to me, it's a difference maker. It makes you, and we've been talking about this the whole year, that makes you a different team if you can find consistent scoring and become a threat from another spot on the floor.
No doubt. And I think that, the 20-point game, I'm not expecting that each time out, but still knowing that you have the high ceiling and you hit 5 of 10 from 3, still a perimeter player. So there's going to be some fluctuation there because I don't think Antonio Chol is just going to be able to all of a sudden hit threes like we've seen Jake Hall this season. He's obviously talented enough. But I think, and he said it post game, upstairs, Antonio Chol, just the confidence that the coaching staff instilled in him and said, keep shooting, keep putting up those shots. This is absolutely something that I think is sustainable. And, him being a double-figure scorer, do I think he's going to lead the team in scoring every night? No, but now he's showing you that he gets hot from 3. Yeah, he can drop 20 points.
I asked Jayden Albury in the post-game show about Chol and what it means to have Chol have a night like that. And he said it's huge and really, really praised him for the work that he's put in and continue to do it and block out the noise. And Aubrey heard the noise too. And I asked him about, how do you handle that? Because you guys all have thumbs, you all have phones, everybody's got an opinion. You've been listening to the mess. How do you block it out? And he said he's just kept his head down, kept grinding. And Aubrey's talked to him a lot about it. And Antonio's really, really, really scuffled this year with the scoring, and to have 2 games like he's had over the last couple, and especially last night with 20 was big. JJ, 22 assists on 34 baskets last night. And again, I don't want to blow this up into something big. I mean, this was a not good, undermanned, scuffling. Whatever word. I don't want to insult Air Force. I mean, they're just. There's not a senior on the team. They're getting 60-something% of their conference points out of freshmen. This was a game you probably should have won by 37 points last night.
Yeah, and that's just where Air Force is right now. And you mentioned them having a couple players out, which wasn't going to change the outcome of the game, but still you're an undermanned team that is down even a few more players that can be at least somewhat helpful for you on the boards. But, man, 48-23 rebounding, the shooting disparity, 3-point shots. Like, it's just it was going to be one of those nights. And then you see New Mexico when they're rolling and you're up 30, and then you can get freshmen in the game and you can score like 7 straight points. You know it's your night.
Only 9 guys dressed for New Mexico last night. Of course, Chris Howell is still out. Patton's not with the team. Milos Vicentic was out last night with a lower body injury, so they had 9 guys available, and that's why you saw in a 40-point game, you still saw guys like Julian and Aubrey on the floor because, well, somebody's got to play and you got to finish it out. And the metrics matter, right? I mean, that, as you're well aware, and this became clear in Logan the other night, margin of victory does matter. And if you'd have just won that game by a few, it would not have reflected well in the metrics. As I look at the net rankings as of this morning, New Mexico is up 2 spots from 44 to 42. And San Diego State drops down to 44 after losing at home last night to Grand Canyon. So, and we'll get into this, Utah State's in first place, a game ahead of San Diego State and 2 ahead of New Mexico, and Nevada loses. And this one is a bit of a stunner. I think the San Diego State game and losing by 10 at home to Grand Canyon is a surprise. Nevada getting beat by 16 by a San Jose State team who is 2-13 now in conference. They were 1-13. That one's got to be a shock, right?
That's a bad loss. And that's a Nevada team that's now dropped outside of the top 4.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even close.
No. Nevada or San Jose State had lost 8 in a row. They had lost 14 of the last 15. And they ran Nevada out of the building. The final score, again, was 87-71. So, yeah, Bob, what I'm hearing in my ear, by the way, is I'm hearing next door, which is really kind of crazy, and I don't know what's going on. All right, 505-246-0610. We got a lot to do. Ty Murray's in the building today. He, who has his name on the Ty Murray invitation, which I'm going to assume is coming up sometime soon. He was at the game last night. JJ did a little roping thing at halftime. Not sure who got I had the headsets on. I'm not sure who got the bigger cheer. They were introduced, Ty Murray or Holly Holm, but it was superstardom in the pit last night. So Ty Murray is going to be in studio coming up at 7:30, promoting the upcoming Ty Murray Invitational. We'll do that at 7:30. Got a lot to do. There's a coaching opening football in the Mountain West Conference. That came open this morning. We'll get into that. A lot of college hoops last night. JT Toppin got injured. Mick Cronin ejected his own player, and we'll get you ready for the ladies tonight at Grand Canyon. 505-246-0610 is how to get here. We also got 2 tickets to give away to go watch Lobo men play San Diego State a week from Saturday, and we will give away those tickets coming up at 8:25 this morning. That's what we'll do for you then, so stand by for that. Fellas, how you feeling? Doing all right? Maybe not, huh? Tired, struggling, just not feeling like you, gaining weight, losing muscle, struggling to focus. I get it. Could be signs of low T. Maybe even hormone imbalance. It's natural as men age. But the team at Vita Vital Medical are Albuquerque's experts helping you take care of that. They specialize in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. All this helps you restore strength, energy, confidence, and performance on and off the field. They're local. They know what works. They'll help you get back in the game with a program focused solely on you. They take the time to understand what's going on with you. What are your goals? What's your body dealing with? What's going on? How long? What do you feel like? And they will tailor a plan for you. It's proven to work. It's worked for thousands of men all over the globe. So don't sit back on the sidelines. Take action today and feel better now. The number's 505-240-8559, 505-240-8559, or online at VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David A, V-I-T as in Thomas A-L. Vita Vital Medical, and get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health expert.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to
An event around here. Bob Wolpo's producing on the opening drive. Ty Murray's roaming the halls with Holly Holm. I mean, what's going on around here? I don't. Kenny Thomas is going to be here. It's like, damn. And then it's just like, it's us. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Gato Roberto is in this morning as well. Yeah, JJ, Time Murray Invitational's coming. I don't even know how many years. I was just trying to look it up. Kyle, tell me. Like, I don't know, 30, 40, 152. I don't even know how many years.
Big time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right. A little surprise last night in the Mountain West. Little bit of surprise. It was established, by the way, in 1996. Does that make this the 30th annual? Or is that the 31st? I guess I got to figure it out. All right, JJ, San Jose State last night wins. Which one surprised you more? San Jose State beating Nevada in San Jose, the Aztecs losing at home to Grand Canyon.
The way San Jose State beat Nevada.
The way they beat them. So
yeah,
so
that game was over in the first half.
Yeah, no, it was 47-32 at halftime. It was a 15-point halftime lead. Yeah.
And this isn't Nevada team that was sitting in fourth place, trying to get one of those first round buys in the Mountain West tournament, because that's where their focus is right now, knowing they had still a few big games ahead, including the Lobos in Reno next week, and Tim Miles and company got their second conference win in a very convincing fashion at home.
Out of nowhere. Yeah, just kind of out of nowhere. It was something else. Also last night, Wyoming beat Fresno State 92-82 in Laramie, and then the Lobo game. The Lobos next up, they go to Fresno. They'll be in Fresno on Saturday, and the next Tuesday they go to Reno, and which we thought, and I still think it's going to be a big. I mean, I think it was just an off night for the Pack. Meanwhile, Nevada has to host Utah State. I mean, they're looking at a run right now where you figure they're coming off a game at San Diego State where they got beat. This was supposed to be kind of their lull. They get Utah State and the Lobos coming in. They got to go to Vegas. Like that. I mean, they literally fell into the first game. Nevada did yesterday.
They did, and if Tim Miles was listening to some of what he was saying last night, and he's actually told his team all their focus is on being confident going into the Mountain West tournament. You were a one-win team going into that game. You knew what it was about, and they looked really good. And it's hard to do that at this point in the season when you're at the bottom of conference. Like, actually get your team to buy into that and say, hey, let's build for a tournament. Let's get ourselves ready to be a tough out in Vegas. And those are a great place to start, beating Nevada like that. And I know we're going to get to Grand Canyon and San Diego State, but it's setting up that this final edition of this Mountain West tournament is going to be must-see in Vegas.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. It's going to be really good. In San Diego last night, the Lopes outscored San Diego State 44-30 in the second half. They win in Viejas 73-63, and San Diego State had lost it, may knock them off the bubble. And here's, JJ, here kind of where this is leaning right now. We're leaning to potentially one team out of the Mountain West getting into the NCAA tournament, because I don't see three anymore. I just don't. San Diego State dropping that game to Grand Canyon, which depending on where it is going to be a quad 2 or quad 3, depending on what Grand Canyon does and where they end up. Right? They have that loss to Troy. New Mexico's got that New Mexico State loss on their resume. They also lost a home game to Boise State. These Grand Canyon, Boise State, Nevadas beating the top 3 is wonderful for league parity, and it's wonderful for those programs. But if I asked you, what do you think is more probable, 1 or 3? The answer's got to be 1, right?
The answer is 1. The Lobos have the opportunities in front of them. When you look at bubble teams and going through J. Palm's bubble watch, as of yesterday, it's all over the place, and that's why you have to judge these things in a group of 5 to 10 teams. And everyone wants to scream about their team, which is understandable. But when you look at what happens, St. Louis lost last night. They're a bubble team. Iowa won, beat Nebraska. They go no plus side. Wisconsin lost. SMU won. Texas. Like, that's the conversation you're having when we're discussing, San Diego State and New Mexico right now. Is you have to judge them versus those teams. I think there's positive upside for the Lobos still, given the fact that they have
Ohio State won. Yeah, Ohio State's on the bubble.
Yeah, Ohio State's a bubble team. that won. And so you just kind of go down the list of the teams that are around you in this area. There's upside for the Lobos still to climb the conference ladder with the games that they have. And, for San Diego State, their margin for error is pretty much gone, right?
And it's not just who those teams win, or who, not just that Iowa or Ohio State won. It's who they beat. Iowa beat Nebraska. Iowa beat 9th-ranked Nebraska. Ohio State beat number 24 Wisconsin. Both home wins, but both quad one wins. And that's the advantage those power conference teams are getting, because they're getting these quad one opportunities. Now, for San Diego State, it was a quad two opportunity last night, and they get beat, right? It's there's just not a lot of opportunities there, and both San Diego State and New Mexico were hanging right on the bubble. Every projection you look at, both of those teams were either first four in, or last four in, or first four out. And that's what I'm saying, man. These guys keep, you're losing to anyone outside of those three: Utah State, San Diego State, New Mexico. And I think the margin for error is completely gone for New Mexico. The only loss I believe they can take outside the tournament is at Logan. And for San Diego State, JJ, I don't know that there's any margin left, and they may have played themselves out.
It's possible for the Aztecs, and there's kryptonite right now. For the Aztecs, it's Grand Canyon. The Lobos, it's Boise State.
Yep.
And if you see them a third time, the old adage, hard to beat a team three times.
Well, I mean, that's fine and all, but you may have to. You may have to. So that's what happened last night. And so you want to take a look at the league standings, and we're in an interesting spot right now with Utah State sitting at the top of the league at 12-2. San Diego State drops a half game back at 12-3, and then New Mexico 2 games back at 11-4. Right? Lobos are in third place and a game clear of Grand Canyon, but remember that the Lobos have the sweep over the Lopes, so they have the tiebreaker for that 3 slot. Right? So those are the top 4. Grand Canyon now is sitting in that first or that last 5. Nevada 5, UNLV 6, Boise State 7, then Colorado State, Fresno State, Wyoming Air Force. So the way it would line up now, Nevada would play Air Force in the first round, UNLV, San Jose State, Boise State, Wyoming, and Colorado State, Fresno State. And then the Lobos would get the winner of the Boise State Wyoming game. So you're lined up right with Boise State right now. I think you kind of I don't know. Would you rather have Boise State or UNLV right now in that building?
UNLV.
Yeah. All right. Ty Murray's going to be in studio when we get back. The Ty Murray Invitational's coming up. And I don't know, maybe Holly's with him too. I mean, I don't know. They're both walking around together. Who knows? It's the opening drive. Ty Murray next on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report brought.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook.
So I had the headset on last night, right? I was calling Lobo basketball pit last night. You guys were enjoying the night. You both got introduced, and I'm like, dang. I mean, who got the bigger applause last night? Holly Holm, Ty Murray. Yes,
I didn't know she. I don't know. I might have missed that part. I didn't even know she was there.
You didn't know she was there?
No.
You were busy roping those little cats on the.
I was doing that and throwing out teddy bulls and when I got back to my room, Holly texted me and said, "Hey, good to see you at the game." I said, "You were there?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm doing a bunch of radio in the morning. Why don't you come along?"
Nice. Well, thanks for getting up. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you
How
too.
You living?
It's been good. It's been a long time since.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I see you. I mean, you and the dog and the workouts on the social media all the time.
Yeah.
So it's super active. Ty Murray Invitational's coming up. Is this 30 years? So it
28.
Well, 20th annual, but it started in 96, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we missed the COVID year, I'm going to guess, and then somewhere in between. But it feels, I mean, we've been doing this with both of you. You guys walked in, I both like, the mirror just showed up, and I'm like, all right, I guess it's been a minute since we've been doing all this. But what this thing has become and remains, I always wonder, how do you grow on it? How do you make it bigger every year? And yet every year the Ty Murray Invitational becomes bigger and better and more popular.
You know, Holly and I were talking about it. It's been going on 28 years, and it's got the history behind it, which makes an event cool. It's got the pit, which helped make it cool. It has soul. It's like the Bristol of the PBR. And then, the fans from this region of the United States, the Navajo Nation, the state of, New Mexico and Albuquerque and surrounding areas, that's the heart and soul of this event. And you feel that excitement. You feel, it feels different. I've been to 8 million of these things.
At least.
Yeah. And this one feels special. It feels special to the
So
guys.
explain that. That's an intangible, right? You said it's the pit, it's the Bristol, and for NASCAR fans, they understand that a little bit. But what is it about that building? And for you guys, it's not just the setup and how odd it is and how weird it is to get the bulls up down the ramp and get everything. Explain that, because I think people from here, they love that building so much, right? It means so much to this town. Just being in there last night, it wasn't even jam packed, but it felt cool. When you say the heart and soul of it, what does that mean? How do you make that tangible?
I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of staying with something and continuing to believe in it. And that's what we've done. To keep anything going for 30 years is hard.
Yes.
And so, I think that I don't think that you have to put any bells and whistles on this thing. I think you just let it be what it is. It's the very best bull riders in the world. It's no question the very best bulls in the world and the very best fans. And I'm not saying that like, that's not.
You're not kissing up to this fan base just because you're in front of them.
It's true that, the people here in the West, they understand the heritage. They have an appreciation for what they see these guys do. They follow the sport. They know about the sport. And, the support that we get from the Navajo Nation, it's their number one sport. They love it. It's their favorite thing. And all of that combined, it's not one thing that makes it cool, or it's not even four things that makes it cool. It's just everything. It's the history, the building, the fans, the bulls, having the very best guys, being able to, broadcast something all over the world from Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's really important to me. I know that.
Yeah, and you've obviously poured your heart and soul to this. Ty Murray's in studio. The Ty Murray Invitational is at the pit, March 28th through the 30th. And you're right. You don't have to really know what's going on. You don't have to know the rules. You just kind of go, well, that was really cool, right? Can that guy hold on for 8 seconds or not? Holly Holmes in studio with him, and about the best in the world. He's talked about it. How did you two what's the relationship the two of you walk in together? Just kind of.
Well, I know for myself, so my older brother, he actually rode saddle bronc in high school. So that's back in the 90s.
Have you ever?
So, I had never rode saddle bronc, but I did ride one of the bulls when they came for the Ty Murray Invitational here. I always watched it, but my brother was a big fan of Ty Murray, so I knew about him from before the Ty Murray Invitational. So then when I want to say my oldest brother's like, oh, they're going to be here. We got to go watch PBR. And then I think that's how I wanted when the first time I want to say my oldest brother's like, let's go. Yeah. And then I was like, why haven't we already been coming? Right. So I've gone every single year. I think I missed 1 year just because I had a fight. So that I was gone the same.
When did you get on a bull? Well, how did that
It was, down? I guess it was probably 5
How'd it go?
Yeah, maybe.
How was that?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But we came down it might have been, I don't know exactly how many years ago. Might have been 8.
Yeah. She did all right?
Yeah, she did great. I mean, just having the courage just having the courage to get on.
Yes.
We were talking how I think UFC fighters and bull riders have a kinship and have an understanding of each other because we're both doing a very tough, very dangerous.
You can say it. You're both a little nuts. I mean, that's all right.
For sure.
Yeah. Too lazy to work, too nervous to steal.
I think you're working. You're just not sitting at a desk and working. You're working in a way that most can't work. So, speaking of that, how you doing? Workouts? Where are you with your career right now?
Good.
What's next? How's workouts going?
I got a couple left, but I think I'm gonna get my rematch with Stephanie Hahn.
You are gonna get it.
Yeah, just looking for to announce that.
Roughly sometime this year, obviously.
Yeah,
about
this year for sure.
Summer-ish.
Let's say I hope it's I think it'll be by
summer-ish. Yeah. All right. Good. Good. All right, Ty. So we're looking at the Texas Cup. Talk about the format this year. What we're doing with the Ty Murray Invitational. And again, tickets are on sale. You can go to golobos.com. It's going to be at the pit. It's March 28th through the 30th.
Yeah, so it's a little special thing that we're doing for the fans of New Mexico, where the PBR started doing teams. So there's 10 bull riding teams. It's very similar to the NFL. You have owners that own the teams, you have managers, you have coaches, you have the whole staff, and introducing the sport in that way now makes every ride matter. Every second of every ride matters now. And I think it's a good concept. I think it's a more dynamic way to view the sport. I think that and I think it's more maybe a way that fans have become accustomed to digesting sport. And I think it gives you a lot more to think about and follow along with, and trades and drafts. And,
they got trades and everything.
Yeah,
huh?
so that's what I'm saying, where it's real similar to the NFL. I think that it gives the fan more than going, okay, we're going to watch 35 guys ride and we'll see who's the best. That's great, and that element is still there. But having the teams, it's fun to get behind your city or your favorite or your favorite.
What prompted
guy
the teams thing? Was it because I'm going to guess it injected revenue into the sport as well?
Well, yeah. It I think it's that with when you have owners buying teams, but it's just another way that the PBR is trying to advance the sport and trying to make it where it's served in a way that's more dynamic and more digestible to the fan, and it gives you more things to care about. That's what sport is. Sports is drama that you care about. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is.
It's unscripted. You don't know what's coming. Yeah.
And so, I've always said, like, I'm a big fan of like freestyle motor. When you watch a guy hit a jump and goes 100 feet in the air and does 4 backflips, I think that's super impressive.
Yeah.
But for sport, the it's not enough to just go, wow, that was crazy, that was wild. You have to have a reason to care. Yeah. You have to have a reason to want to follow and to care. And so that's what we're trying to help bull riding with, to where it's not just, wow, that guy just rode a rank bull. That only gets you so far. It's you've got to have the drama of sport and the reason to care and the reason to follow along and the reason to go, that's my favorite guy, or that's my favorite bull, or I want to see that guy lose. I don't like that guy. It's
you need a villain too. I think that's kind of the beauty. And when I was out last year at the Timer, I think we went out on Sunday and was with some people who'd never been before. Like, all right, yeah, whatever. And it was the exact thing, Holly, you just said. It was, why have we not done this before? Mm-hmm. But Ty, what you're talking about, yeah, it's really cool. Can they hang on for 8 seconds? Oh, that was a dynamic flip, and he came off, and I hope he's all right. But when it was when they announced where the rider's from, and it was somewhere in New Mexico, the crowd all of a sudden was best, right? And it was different, and you cared. I think that's exactly what you're talking about, and then you take it to another level with teams.
Well, yeah, and that's something I've been doing at the Timer Invitational for forever. Is I invite the #1 Native American rider every year, and we give him a chance to step up and come play with the big boy, and he can earn his way onto the tour. And that's something that we've had some success stories with that. We've had some guys in the past that have done good from that opportunity. And when you see one of the invitees like that come and make a good ride, they almost blow the roof off of the pit. I mean, that place erupts. And that's exciting for me.
It's good to see you. It's it's once every year, but I'd love to make it more. But congratulations on all the success. The Timer Invitational is it's the 28th, celebrating 30 years, 28th through the 30th of March. It'll be at the pit. Holly, great to see you. Congratulations on all your success.
27, 28, and 29.
Oh, all right. I got the wrong 27, 28, 29. I'll fix that. So 27, 28, and 29 at the pit. Mm-hmm. All right. Get your tickets, golobos.com, and it'll be out there. Always good to see you. Continued success to you. Best of luck this summer-ish.
Yeah.
All right. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Capital One. Earn unlimited double miles.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf, They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport. including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go.
Position to play in the first day of the Mountain West Conference tournament. JJ, I mentioned right now, I think the league beating up on each other, Grand Canyon beating San Diego State, Nevada getting beat, Boise State beating New Mexico, is in danger of being a one-bid league. Dan just said one-bid league, question mark. Jeffrey Juan Jose Gato Roberto. I know in a watered-down field of 68, you have to take someone, but the talking heads sounded pretty convinced last night, unless someone beats the UTAGs in Vegas. Mountain West is a one-bid league. They're beating up on each other, and right now, like I said earlier, with San Diego State and New Mexico firmly on the bubble, and probably both on, San Diego State probably on the wrong side, and New Mexico maybe on the wrong side. You can't lose to anybody outside of those three. And the Aztecs losing to the Lopes last night, the Lobos losing to look, not a bad Boise State team, but you're at a mulligan, because you've got, for the Aztecs, you got the Troy loss on your resume. For the Lobos, you got the New Mexico State loss on your resume. There's no more room for error for those people.
Yeah, but that's to Dan's point. Are they talking about the season ended today? Sure, but it doesn't. So you have two different conversations saying, hey, this is the way the field could look right now. But for New Mexico, they have opportunities to get in that field because they have games against the Aztecs and Utah State. And of course, you can't lose any of those other games. But those are contests that can put you on the right side of the bubble. So right now, would it be one? Yeah. One, but there's still games to play.
Lobos win last night, 98-61. Next up, they go to Fresno. Fresno State lost last night to Laramie. Text line says, you might not see it yet, but Coach Olden is building something with Chol. He has the potential to be the breakout star that pushes this team towards a Mountain West title and deep NCAA tournament run. Once he gets rolling, watch how fast he takes over games, attacking the rim and energizing both ends of the floor. Look, I think he's a difference maker. I think that he is a piece that is essential if they're going to make some sort of a run. Do I see it? Yeah, I see it. And I think they've tried to make something happen for quite some time with Antonio.
Yeah, and the one thing with that is the way he plays in the offense. 10 of his 13 shots were from three. So I don't think all of a sudden he's going to be scoring at all three levels. He can hit the mid-range shot. Defensively, he's really good. Like, this is a positive.
Go to you.
Absolutely for UNM.
Ben, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Ben.
Thanks for taking my call. I just have a brief statement real quick. If my memory serves correct, San Diego State lost at Grand Canyon.
Correct.
Also. That means they got swept by Grand Canyon. Therefore, in my opinion, they have to be done unless they win the Mountain West tournament. Thanks for taking my call.
All right. Yeah, and there's a good chance of that. They did get swept. Now, Grand Canyon, as we look at it today, what did I tell you they are? I thought I'm right in the 69. So, JJ, the road loss is a quad 1. Home is quad 2 at 69?
Yeah, that's a weird statement to me, saying they have to be done. Well, do the Lobos have to be done because you lost to Boise State twice?
Boise State's 59. 10 slots better. And they got the New Mexico State loss on their resume. By the way, the New Mexico State loss, metric-wise, is worse than losing to Troy. Although it was on the road. Troy is 134. in the net rankings. They beat San Diego State in San Diego. The Aggies are 171. They beat New Mexico in Las Cruces. So a road loss to 171 or a home loss to 134. I mean, look, they're probably about as equally bad.
Not great.
Yeah. I mean, that's and to JJ's point, all right, so they got swept by 69. You got swept by 59. I mean, right? What's your best win? What's San Diego State's best win? Baylor? Is that probably right? Out of conference? I don't even...
Yeah, the Aztecs are not where you want to be right now.
No.
Like there's even when if you want to say what opportunities are ahead of them, they now have to climb higher on the ladder and rely on more people around them than New Mexico does right now.
Yeah, their best win, honestly, is New Mexico. That's the best win that San Diego State had. And where's Baylor? Yeah, not good. One other thing, college basketball lesson. Arizona State beat 13th ranked Texas Tech. Actually, a couple of college basketball. JT Toppin left the game late in the second half. He had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks, 4 assists. I mean, he was killing it. Went down with a right leg injury. The former Lobo, the reigning conference player of the year, went down, and Arizona State beats Texas Tech 72-67. So that's a bad loss for, I say bad.
It's not a good loss on the road at all, but it didn't look good. Everyone thought, oh, did he just bang knees with someone? It was close. It was a non-contact injury.
Non-contact injuries are the scariest. So if I get an update on JT, I'll give you that. But I know there's always a lot of, I still think Lobo fan is a fan of JT Toppin, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. And then I'll get into this. I don't have time here. Mick Cronin. So JJ, I get a text from Addie. My daughter's in Michigan. I was calling Lobo basketball, and it says, "I'm listening to you, and watching you coach against Michigan State." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." So UCLA's playing Michigan State, right? And evidently, I look quite a bit like Mick Cronin. And Michigan State beat UCLA 77-50. I mean, UCLA's not getting in the tournament, right? I don't see how they're getting in.
Not good.
Yeah. When we get back, I'll tell you, Mick Cronin ejected his own. Like, he threw his own dude out of the game. It was wild. Tom Izzo, the Michigan State coach, I've never seen anything like that.
Did you hear his post game as well?
I read it. I didn't hear it.
You need to listen to it to get the full magnitude.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I will find that. All right. We'll have the Aztec Lobo tickets to give away coming up at 8:25. Going to get into the Mountain West Conference football coaching opening. Some interesting NFL stuff to get through. The baseball players union deal with Tony Clark is wild. And why he has been forced to or did, or it's just wild. We'll get there as well. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive. He's JJ Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. Gato Roberto is in this morning as well. Thanks for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Wrong with the best in local sports talk. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
98-61. The Lobos win last night in the iconic, historic pit. Big win, 37-point victory over a team that is now lost 19 in a row in Air Force. They're 0-15 in league play. Lobos did what they needed to do, and as Eric Olin told me after the game, did what they were supposed to do, beat a team that was, shorthanded, playing without two of their best rebounders, Eli Robinson and Caleb Walker, a team that was scuffling, hadn't won since November, and took care of business, onward, upward, 5 games left in the regular season. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Gato Roberto is in today producing as JJ is in Phoenix for Lobo women's game against the Lopes of Grand Canyon tonight. JJ, workmanlike, took care of business. I thought, look, Air Force plays hard, and you would expect nothing less of the United States Space Force. They were wearing on their jerseys last night, USSF. But they were undermanned. Lobos are just better, deeper, and they only have 9 guys available. But this is what they needed to do, what you expected them to do last night. Just took care of business and workmanlike.
Good teams do this. It's not easy to beat someone by almost 40 points. But you have to have the right mindset because it's so easy to coast and sleepwalk through these things. It absolutely is. Even when you get a lead, to slow down in the second half. And even when, Owen put in just different lineups in the final, 10, 15 minutes of that game, everyone came in, played hard, finished the game with what you want to see. It's a Penny Hardaway special there. Just make sure that you put the exclamation point on your performance. And I think, to me, two things that jumped out. The fact that he did play both bigs at the same time, just to throw it out there. And now it's kind of in the back of your mind. I don't think teams are going to overly analyze it, but it's there. And you have that in your back pocket, just like you had the zone defense in your back pocket, against Grand Canyon last week. And then Antonio Chol, just his confidence. And he addressed it after the game, and the coaching staff telling him to be confident. He is the wild card for this team offensively. They're good enough to score a ton of points without Antonio Chol, but if they have him being a factor, it just opens everything else up for Jake Hall, etc., to have more opportunities where teams can't slide their defense.
Text line 505-246-0610 is from the Greek Freak. It says, Christmas came early, Bullion and Rock on the floor at the same time, despite the Grinch, JJ, saying it can't be done. Damn, dude. Would like to see it more. It freed up Bullion on the offensive side, and they didn't look tired or winded. Something coach should keep in his back pocket to show other teams something different. Nevada looked terrible last night and has looked bad in the last couple of games. Getting more optimistic we can steal one in Reno. Ponce looked good. Would like to see him get more minutes over Miller. Going to be exciting finish to the season. Go Lobos from the Greek Freak. Miller hit 2 threes. Ponce, first of all, Eric would play him if he thought Tomeo Ponce was going to give you more than Miller. Javis is giving you decent minutes. He can score. He hit the 2 3-pointers in a row. Ponce can shoot a little bit, obviously. I don't think Ponce can play very much defense right now. I think that's kind of where that is. There may be a time if you're down to just 9, and let's see, how long Milos Vicente is out, because he's got a lower body injury too. I don't expect Howell back at any time. And Vicente is, Howell played 9 games, right? I was doing the numbers. It got the oblique. He could probably apply for a medical red shirt and maybe get another year if he doesn't play again, right? I just don't expect him back at all.
Yeah, send in that application.
Yeah, and so, 100%. To your point on Bullion and Rock playing together, the two bigs playing together. Everybody has been talking about it, wanting to see it. JJ, to me, it was fine. I don't think it was spectacular. I don't think it was horrible. It was the first time. I'm interested in seeing it again. But having the two bigs out there for a few minutes at a time, it was. I'm interested. I'm interested to see it again.
I'm with you, and I just didn't think Olin would do it just because there's not a third forward on this team without Vincentic. Like, there's just not a dude who can really step up and play the 5. And Antonio Chol, in case of emergency, would be that guy. But it's like having that zone defense. Just knowing you can have something else. So was I surprised? Sure. And my first thought was, I know I'm going to hear about it in the morning, because I didn't think it was something that Eric Olin was going to do. But we got to remember too, Ponce came in with a 30-point lead. Ponce isn't going to come in down 5 in Logan. Like, it's not a shot against the kid. It's not, he needs to be playing at this point in the season when he hasn't appeared since UNLV. It's just the reality of the situation. It's easier for a freshman to come in the game and make plays when there's no pressure.
Yep. No, that's right. You come in and everybody's feeding you the ball and they want you to take the shots, right? It's literally, it's a different world when you're up 40 than when you're in a close game, obviously. And I think that's fair. All right. You want to go to the Mountain West Conference tournament? We're going. You can go as well. Bobby's got his bus trip that is available for you. And you can jump on board. Got all the details for you. You can get on board. Single riders, $265 a person. Let me make that, because I'm dyslexic there. Single riders, $625 per person. That includes the round trip bus ride, 3-night stay at the Excalibur, and the shuttle to the games. You got to buy your own tickets. If it's double occupancy for 2 people, $990 per couple. Round trip bus ride, 3-night hotel at the Excalibur. Bus ride only. Just want to go. And you'll deal with your own everything else. $295 per person round trip. Tickets to the game not included can be purchased through the local ticket office. You want to go, get a hold of Bobby, 505-974-0215, 505-974-0215. And he said they're almost sold out on bus number 1, hoping to try for a second bus. They wanted me to share that with you guys and get that out there. All right. I don't want to hit that yet. I'll get there. Other college basketball stuff last night. Big games all over the place last night. Texas Tech gets upset by Arizona State as JT Toppin exits with an injury. Michigan is number 1. They had a big game with Purdue. It was on the road at West Lafayette. 91-80. The number 1 ranked team in the country beats number 7. JJ, on Saturday, it's only the 3rd time ever in the AP era we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 playing each other. You got Michigan playing Duke and Arizona playing Houston on Saturday. Like, if you just want to sit around and watch hoops, that might be your day. It's happened, from what I'm told, and I've seen this a number of places. I was on a call about this yesterday. It's only happened twice ever in the AP era, which is pretty crazy. So enjoy that. The other one, and I don't know if you watch this and how much you're watching Miami of Ohio basketball, but they were on the road last night. They beat UMass in Amherst 86-77. They are still undefeated. They're 26-0. This is going to become a bigger and bigger story the longer they go. JJ, they're not going to go undefeated because that would mean they'd have to win the national championship, and I don't believe that they're going to be that team. In fact, they're on the bubble on every single projection if they don't win their conference tournament at the MAC. But I think, and you can explain why I'm wrong, and I understand the other side of this argument. The longer they stay undefeated, the harder it's going to get, I think, to keep them out if they don't win the MAC tournament.
If they finish the regular season undefeated, I think the selection committee has to put them in.
Right.
Because you're saying winning doesn't matter. At that point in time, going undefeated in the regular season is so much more than being a 2 or 3 loss team with that bad schedule. Because there's other teams with bad strength of schedule that are nowhere near this record. So you have to acknowledge that what they're doing is crazy, even when you have a bad strength of schedule. To continue it on to the end in conference play, when we know how difficult conference play can be, man. You can be got any night in a conference with the schedule, the travel, who you're playing, how many times you played them, this and that. And, no team with fewer than 3 losses has ever been left out of the tournament. And so if they are undefeated.
Fewer than 3 losses has ever been left out?
Yeah. Now, the strength of schedule is real, but if they go undefeated in the regular season, win a game or 2 in the MAC tournament, heck, they have to be in. They just do.
I think so too. I mean, I don't know how you keep them out. Here's what they got in front of them left in the regular season. Bowling Green at home, Eastern Michigan on the road, Western Michigan on the road, and home for Toledo and at Ohio. So what does that mean? Bowling Green is 141. Eastern Michigan is 227. Western Michigan is 286. Toledo is 170, and Ohio is 214. That's what their league is. So their net ranking is 51. They're undefeated in their net ranking is 51. And we've gone through their schedule. They didn't play anybody. Their schedule isn't very good. They play in the MAC. Nobody invited them to the SEC or the Big Ten. They didn't turn down that invite. They beat who's in front of them. I'm just going to tell you, and Grady said this, and you said this, and at some point, winning has to matter. At some point, it's got to matter. And are they winning by big numbers? I don't know. I mean, they just won a road game by 9 yesterday. They beat Ohio the other day by 16, and they beat Marshall on the road by 16. They beat Buffalo on the road by 2, beat Northern Illinois 85-61. They won at home against UMass by 2. I don't know, man. Winning's winning. And we talk about every league, how hard it is to go on the road and win, and every gym is hostile. I just, if they, and look, JJ, we can have this conversation if they lose once. What if they lose to, on the road to Ohio or something? Are they out now? They got to win their tournament? They're going to be 32-1 and they're out playing in the CBI or something.
It'd be an NIT team for sure, but
I'd like to believe that. But I mean,
maybe
that's what the NIT is, right?
Yeah, even the NIT is resume based. Now, it's crazy to think that just a one-loss team wouldn't have any shot at getting the NCAA tournament. But the amount of people talking about it, it has to be on your mind that one regular season loss could keep this team out of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails jeff@sportsanimalabq.com. When we come back, there is a head coaching vacancy football in the Mountain West. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
Next up, New Mexico will be in Fresno to play the Bulldogs on Saturday. Elsewhere around the Mountain West, start over. Three, two. I'm Jeff Symbieta with your Sports Animal. Short Lobo men's basketball wins last night in the pit. 98-61, a 37-point victory over Air Force. Antonio Chol led the Lobos with 20 points and 5 rebounds. Jake Hall had 16 points as the Lobos out-rebounded the Falcons 48-23. Air Force has now lost 19 in a row. Lobos next up will be in Fresno to play the Bulldogs on Saturday, and they find themselves in third place because around the league last night, Grand Canyon was a winner at San Diego State, 73-63, knocking the Aztecs out of a first-place tie, and San Jose State beat Nevada 87-71. Lobo women's basketball tonight on the road in Phoenix. They play Grand Canyon, 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock tip-off. You can listen to that over on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sport Animal. And Michaela Schifrin wins a gold medal for the United States today. Hockey begins the knockout round at the Olympics on the men's side, and Arizona State beat Texas Tech in basketball last night. The 13th ranked Red Raiders lose, and former Lobo JT Toppin went down with a right leg injury in that game. Want more? We're talking sports over on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. I'm Jeff Symbieta.
Exactly. Who saw your ad?
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Honestly, what does that mean? It's not going to happen.
They weren't good when there were no mercenaries.
True. Now they're really bad.
Like, have you looked at the last time that they mattered?
When
was 2006. It was coming off a year in which they went to the NCAA tournament, which was wild. But that was a stretch where there was 2 NCAA tournament appearances in 3 years. Joe Scott got the last one, and then Joe Scott got the first one. Jeff Bizdelek 2 years later. It was a special time for Air Force. Even when there wasn't this NIL and transfer portal era that was crazy strong like it is, they were 500 or below every single year. Like, so what are you talking about? That's a no-win situation. Yeah. Whether this is 20 years ago or right now, you can't win at Air Force.
And the Mountain West and the schools paid Air Force and UNLV extra money to keep the league together, basically. To keep UNLV from going to the PAC, keep Air Force from going to the American, and to keep the league together. And, I mean, I don't know. There's no going back. But I don't know how you're feeling about giving Air Force and UNLV all that extra money, especially Air Force.
Not feeling good about giving it to Air Force. It was still a football move with what you think they can be. Troy Calhoun being consistent, being a bowl-eligible team, maybe competing for a conference championship. But, dude, Air Force basketball hasn't been good for 20 years, and it's not a transfer portal problem.
I think it's been longer than 20. I can't recall when they were good. It's always been an issue. It used to be you can't put 7-footers in an airplane. Now there's always other jobs at the Air Force. There's always other things you can do. Like I look at Scylla Husky last night. That's a 7-foot dude. He's probably not flying a plane, but he's doing something in the Air Force because that's their mission. But I mean, I look. Can I be frank with you? And I don't think this is going overboard. And people at UNLV would argue with me, but I don't know that I think it's argued. The best all around athletic program in the remaining Mountain West is, I don't think it's arguable. Their basketball program is better than UNLV, period. That's not an argument. Their football program might not now. They tied for the conference championship and they beat New Mexico, beat UNLV this year. I'm not ready to say New Mexico's football program is ahead of UNLV because UNLV plays in an NFL stadium. They've got a brand new facility. They've got a proven coach. So I'm not ready to say New Mexico's ahead of them, even though they beat them there last year. But everything else, when you look at the entirety of the athletic program, New Mexico's the best all-around athletic program in the remaining Mountain West. Tell me I'm wrong.
Right now, you're not wrong. UNM and UNLV have a lot of heavy lifting to do for the Mountain West. You got North Dakota State coming in with football, but in terms of the overall branding, it's UNM and UNLV.
Yeah. All right, we got tickets to give away, Bob. We got 2 tickets to give away to go see Lobo men's basketball play San Diego State. That is always a great game. It'll be a noon start. It'll be on national TV on CBS. It is a week from Saturday, the 28th. It'll be in the Pit. We have 2 tickets to give away right now to caller number 4 at 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. Caller 4 goes to see the Lobos in the Aztec. It's sold out, but we got tickets. 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal. Call now.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone.
You get your picks right, you cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball's coming soon, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, even esports. You can mix it up. Join the millions of people who are playing on the most popular sports pick app. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code KNML. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KNML to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's on Prize Picks, and it's good to be right. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, Gato Roberto. We gave away the tickets, right? Michael from the Burque got the tickets to go see the Lobos and Aztecs play next week on Saturday in the pit, which, JJ, if everything holds, and Lord knows, because the way things go, I don't know that things hold, but you'll have, that should be a pretty dang good one.
It's going to be a fantastic basketball game.
Gopher said the mercenary era has to end. College athletics is at a breaking point, and he sent me a link of, how college athletics is breaking university. The revenue sharing is not going away. I'm telling you. You can tell me it's going away all you want. It's a fair article about universities are expanding athletics budgets and raising tuition and cutting academic programs and warning students about financial constraints, and athletic departments operate on the assumption that future TV contracts or conference realignment will eventually solve their money problems, but the belief has fueled this arms race in facilities and coaching salaries and recruiting. And so for most schools, those expectations never materialize. And the NCAA data shows that only a small number, this is what I've been telling you for years, JJ, small number of athletic departments consistently generate enough revenue to cover their costs. They rely on student fees and institutional subsidy. Talked about conference realignment has exposed how fragile this is. The Pac-12 collapse. It talks about all these things. Great. Athletes are going to get paid. If Gopher somehow believes that we're going back to, yep, here's your scholarship and your books and your room and board, and that's it. It's not going back. I'm just telling you. Have you seen all the lawsuits? It's not going back. And if campuses have to continue to subsidize it, look, I hate where this is going. And we can have this conversation in 4 or 5 years. JJ, you think I'm wrong when I say the people who are going to pay the price here are going to be the Olympics?
It's going to be the Olympic sports. It's going to be
women's,
the student athletes at large that don't play football or men's basketball. But, we're in such a time right now where you're looking out for yourself. And if, all these lawyers are, suing for extra years, this or that, extra eligibility, because you want that extra revenue check, extra year of money playing your sport, but there's no one looking out and trying to model this in a way that works. Is it going to be financially beneficial to anyone playing college athletics? No, it's not. It's the opposite of the way business usually works. But should you be able to figure out a way to at least maintain in the system? Yeah, but no one's really trying to do that. They're just trying to get their extra year, get their extra checks, and play 8 years of college football.
Now, the article that Gopher sent me talks about the NCAA basically takes a hands-off approach. The universities say they have no control. And this goes back to what's one of the biggest questions I've asked over the last 3 years. When people
who's in charge?
Yeah.
Who's they?
Yeah. Who is they? Well, they got to figure it out. Who is they? Right. And then you got the Title IX issue. And this story in The Athletic talks about the, athletic spending concentrates further around football and men's basketball. We know that. Many universities are out of compliance now with Title IX, the federal gender equity requirement. there's a recent guidance from the Department of Education which made it clear that athlete compensation distributed through athletic programs must comply with Title IX. We have this conversation too. Does Title IX mean just equal opportunity or equal compensation? And I think we became under the belief, until proven wrong, that it means equal opportunity, but sure as hell not equal compensation, right?
That is correct.
It's the Title IX thing is going to be really, really crazy. It's created a significant legal exposure for the schools that are planning revenue share. Overwhelmingly, it favors mail out. Congress hasn't done anything. There's been these competing legislative proposals out there that have failed to address the core issue, which is universities are operating professional scale athletic enterprises, and they're avoiding professional level accountability. So federal agencies issue guidance. There's no consistent enforcement. There's a system that's being preserved that benefits administrators, shifts all the risk on the students and the non-revenue program. The system didn't break by accident, right? College athletics is functioning exactly as the current incentives allow it to. People are operating within the rules, within the law. Universities chase revenue, they chase prestige, they chase regulators, right? And everybody's hesitant to intervene. Costs are pushed downward onto the students and the academic priorities. And the result is, according to this story, increasingly a sector that's increasingly detached from its central purpose, which was education. All that's right. And so what does that mean? They're going to get rid of other sports, continue to compensate. And I thought that there would be a little bit of a pullback. Pullback's not right. A leveling is probably more the right term. I thought there'd be more of a leveling at the coaching salary. And it's gone the other way. It's just soared even more. And look, good for coaches, man. I'm not for taking anybody's money away. Go get yours. Go get as much as you can. But that's where I thought there might be some sort of, hey, man, we got to share revenue. At some point, can you live on $4 million instead of $6 million? And again, I don't know the difference. I'd love to know the difference. How do you live a lot differently if you make $4 million or $6 million? Maybe you do. I'd love to know the difference. But that's where I thought it might be a level off. And JJ, it's not.
No, this is one, you're going to push it until the bubble breaks. And if you're power conference school, you have in your mind the resources to do that. You're going to be paying up across the board to try to compete. And we knew the challenges. We knew the issues in this system. I'm not surprised that no one has tried to come to the table, because they're still trying to play both things. This is college athletics. This is the way it is, but we have to be adaptable. You need to be adaptable in running these sports differently and having rules and revenue sharing discussions more openly. Now, if you want to keep your NIL deals quiet, fine, whatever. But just in terms of what money you're spending, where you're spending it, like, you got to start operating like professional leagues. Oh. And what the student athletes are doing is they're trying to get everything without any responsibility on themselves. And I don't blame them, because there's been zero pushback or zero conversation of, hey, maybe no, we don't need athletes playing 12 years in college athletics. Maybe we should consider, you know what, you want to play Division I athletics, you get 5 years. Right. 5 years to play at the D1 level, wherever that may come from. If you've been in the NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, you know what, I'm sorry, you can't play Division I athletics. JJ, but other than that, let's go.
Hondo just sent me this, and it's from January 27th. I don't know how I missed this. The headline in Newsweek says Big Ten team, and I want you to brace yourself for the number. If I told you there's a Big Ten team that hit a gigantic deficit since joining the conference, and that would be Rutgers, and Rutgers left the American, and they joined the Big Ten, and it was going to be a windfall of money. And since then, which was in 2014, they have piled up insane athletic department debt. If I said to you the number is huge, what would you guess?
I read this story, so I know it's a gigantic.
$517 million deficit. How the hell do you get out of that? Since 2014, when they left the American to join the Big Ten, they've racked up $517 million in debt. A guy named Keith Sargent, who's the New Jersey Advanced Media. The athletic department for Rutgers has a record deficit of $78 million for the last fiscal year. In total, more than $500 million deficit since joining the Big Ten. I mean, if it hadn't broken yet, when the hell is it going to break? They've got plans, though, to stop the situation from spiraling. Because in the latest fiscal year, 26-27, it'll be worse. Now, the better numbers for the next two. But Rutgers is expected to spend big-time money in the near future. Spending will exceed $200 million. More than I just, again, dude, where's the end? When Fernando Lobo went to Colorado and I heard he had a $27 million deficit, I'm like, wow, that's a tough gig. Like, how's he going to dig out of that? $517 million. Where the hell does that come from? Insane. All right. You want a little Mick Cronin when you get back? Everybody needs a little Mick Cronin. Just don't ask him a stupid question, or at least what he thinks is a stupid question after UCLA gets beat. And everybody's taking it out on me, JJ. It ain't me. It's him. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf.
He said, you know, true toughness is how you compete and how you go to work every day. Steve's a good kid. He made a bad decision, But if you want to be a tough guy, you need to do it during the game for a block up or a rebound. So I was thoroughly disappointed. The guy was defenseless in the air. I know Steve was trying to block the shot. The game's a 25-point game. You don't do that, end quote. He kind of went nuts on his own player. I just listened to his post-game, JJ. You told me I got to listen to the whole thing, and you're right. Mick Cronin's a different cat, and that this is true. I want you to hear, and Bob, you've got this, right? This is Mick Cronin after the game being asked a question by a reporter, UCLA's coach, Mick Cronin, after the game last night.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Poked away by Bishop. Bishop takes off. Here comes the money. Up and in. Taylor. Well, here's Bishop once again. Little scoop and score. Back-to-back steals and scoop and scores.
Mieta, catch and shoot. Yes, nylon. First field goal of the night for Jace Mieta.
Chavez, coast to coast, takes it himself. Blocked at the rim.
He went in against those trees and
changing threes. Bramlett brings it left wing. Cooper, he'll take a triple and rattle it in.
well, I'll tell you what, Uqueba heating it up right now.
Rifle down ahead to Deshler, who skips it across the baseline. On a catch and shoot for Willis. Gets it back. The kick. Open look. High arcing three. Rattles in for Grace Baca.
People need a basket right now.
Way outside on the wing, it's Bracken. Now here's Bowie for three. Swish, Bowie.
He hurt. I think that, Hope would be elite ahead right now.
Campbell for three. Knocks it down. Can't connect. Offensive rebound, another block for Huron.
Always in the right place at the right time.
Block, the rebound put up. That's off the mark by Weddle. Here comes the break now for Bramlett. Lob underneath. Slam dunk. Hunter Butler.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action all your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing.
Animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, morning after a Lobo victory, 98-61, men beat Air Force in the pit. Antonio Cho led the way with 20 points. Ladies go tonight. They're in Phoenix. Grand Canyon is the opponent. 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock tip here on the Sports Animal. Talking about Mick Cronin and the UCLA coaches, I don't want to say outburst, but press conference yesterday after another loss by UCLA, and how you feel about that. And JJ, it's interesting how people respond, right? Bourne says you, meaning me, meaning Mick Cronin, have become must-watch TV, especially after UCLA loss. You're a throwback to the era of colorful coaches like Bobby Knight and Slick Rick Majerus, dudes that used to go ballistic at pressers. I don't know if that's good, if that's bad, if it's refreshing, if it makes you feel better. He didn't go ballistic, by the way. He was very calm. He I don't believe he raised his voice or cursed. Do you?
I don't think anyone in that hallway raised their in that media.
That one guy raised his voice. He started to yell at Cronin. that reporter started raising his voice. You raising your voice at me? Come on, dude. It's on camera.
Yeah, you're being recorded too, Mr. Cronin, which is fine. Call out your team, be frustrated, but tell the dude he asked a bad question and move on. You don't need to press him like that. He's not trying to defend the pick and roll on the court.
This one on the text line says, during press conference, Tom Izzo, Michigan State's coach, said it was the first time he saw a coach upgrade a foul to flagrant 2. He's right. I mean, it was a flagrant 1 foul, and the coach upgraded to a flagrant 2 and threw his guy out to the locker room.
Do you think he would have done that had the Providence St. John situation not happened?
That's interesting. That was a brawl. A bunch of dudes got ejected. Similar situation, but that one turned into a fight, and this didn't. I don't know. I do. I kind of do. Yeah, I think Mick's frustrated to the point where he thinks his guys aren't playing hard. They're not. Yeah, I do. And they're losing. Miguel, let's go to you. 505-246-0610. Good morning, Miguel.
Good morning, gentlemen. I'll say this. I grew up in Indiana. Mick Cronin is no Bob Knight when it comes to holding press conferences. I don't know anybody who's ever going to be like another Bob Knight. That's good and bad, I guess. But I can't stop watching. You know, the ship's going down in flames, and I have my popcorn sitting on the couch and watching every post-game conference. There's a lot of pressure, and he knows it, at certain institutions where you coach, and UCLA's at the top of that list. I mean, the history, I remember when Alford went there, and I'm a huge Steve Alford fan, thinking, oh, man, he's going to change this program, and he's going to do great things. And I won't say he crashed and burned, but nobody's really been able to be successful there since hell. You got to go back to the 80s or early 90s. And
Larry Brown had some success. Jim Herrick had some success. I mean, everybody's always compared to John Wooden, and it's just not.
It's not fair. No, I agree with that. And Wooden was a great coach, no doubt about it. You know, same thing is here. The other person I have to watch all the time is not Dan Hurley, but his brother Bobby Hurley. He's getting ready to lose his job. He's been stealing money from Arizona State for the last 11 years. They had a good game last night, beat Texas Tech. I didn't see it. I just read about it. Yeah. But in his post-game conference, he's had some good ones the last couple losses. But in this one, he said he could go toe-to-toe with any coach in America. And I thought, well, but when you look at your coaching record, it doesn't say that. So, and I'm not a hater. I don't wish Bobby Hurley anything bad, but it's just, you see the pressure that these guys are going through, and I'm not making fun of anybody's misery. But you got to perform, and even somewhere at Arizona State where maybe 20 people in this whole state care about basketball at the institution. A little bit of an exaggeration.
They care a lot down in Tucson, Miguel. They care a lot about it down in Tucson.
Yeah, but it's I don't though. But but to your point, you're right. Basketball in the state goes through Tucson. But that's all I wanted to add, guys. I hope you have a good day.
I appreciate you. Look, JJ, I don't know if that's making a comeback. I mean, I look at some, and maybe it's more the old school coaches, right? Izzo could do whatever he wants. Danny, Bobby Hurley, Rick Pitino, Richard to some extent. Richard's pretty calm, but Rick Pitino has his moment. Jerome Tang went on a tirade the other day and got fired at Kansas State because, right? And what was all the response yesterday when we were talking about the Kansas State coach getting fired and Kansas State trying to fire him for cause? What was the majority of the comments we got yesterday? That sounds like a regular Tuesday for Mick Cronin, right? In fact, it's a regular Tuesday for Mick Cronin.
Yeah, the coaches can call out their teams more so now than they really ever could. You still have a responsibility and the pressure. I think, talking about UCLA, Ben Howland, didn't he go to the Final Four?
Yeah, twice, in fact, and got fired.
And that wasn't good enough.
Yeah, he got fired.
I think whether you're at UCLA, Indiana, whatever, if you're struggling as a coach, you're going to feel the pressure. And, for Mick Cronin, I'm fine with the way he wants to answer questions and call out his team and put them on blast, but just being someone that's been in those situations, and all right, you asked a bad question, but then do you need to attack? Like, to me, that shows really poorly on Mick Cronin.
Yeah, and you just wonder what the tolerance is. It doesn't feel like he's like anybody's happy. I keep hearing people tell me every day, Donovan Dent doesn't look happy. He should have stayed at New Mexico. Whatever. Does he look happy? He's not happy because they're not winning, and he's not playing real well. Somebody hit me earlier about his stock. Where I got to find it. But as far as where he was, his pro stock wasn't very good, and he didn't do anything to elevate his pro stock by going to UCLA. They're not winning at the level they were winning here. Yeah, he didn't look happy. And his coach isn't happy, and his coach isn't happy with him. But you know what? Donnie's making, what, $3 million? Is that what the number is? Reported? So, what do they do with Mick? because his buyout is crazy. You can't really. I mean, maybe everybody.
If you're done with him, you're done with him.
Yeah, and if
you went to the Big Ten for a reason, right?
Well, and if you're, I got another school going $518 million in debt. I guess, well, what the hell's the difference? I got to eat another $20 million. All right, I mean, it raised student fees. I don't know where it goes anymore, but nobody with that storied program seems, never mind happy, seems comfortable anymore, right? And maybe you're not supposed to be comfortable. Maybe that's not the right word. And content certainly is not the right word, but seems to be in a right fit. Bilodeau's the only guy that's playing on a regular basis for him. Somebody the other day said they should never have gotten Bilodeau, that transfer from Oregon, or Oregon State, I think. And I'm like, dude, he's the most consistent player they got. Everybody with that program looks miserable.
And, at some point, when does Mick Cronin put it on himself?
Well, and I think he says,
you built that team, and you throw him under the bus every single game.
Yeah.
Who's the reason all those dudes are there and the style that?
I think that's absolutely valid. Absolutely valid. We love on coaches when they win. And I told you this a million times. I think coaches get too much credit and too much blame, but there's got to be some. There's got to be some, and I think Mick is eating some of it sometimes. Last night he threw his players on the bus again. Remember when Craig Neal did that once here? And people lost their mind. When Craig actually questioned the effort of him, he had the gall to question the effort of his team.
Wasn't it he can't coach effort?
He said you can't coach effort. Yeah. And people lost their minds. And coaches say that every damn night in a different way, right? Because what you're saying is, well, Mick, you're complaining about the effort of your team. You're complaining about how they play. You're isn't that your job to coach that?
Where, to me, I'm like, you have this press conference every single day.
Yeah.
You keep telling me how bad your team is and how bad your players are. At some point, you should just stop talking after a game.
Yeah.
Just move on. It's not working.
I mean, then you'll get pissed off because you didn't get your soundbite, right? I mean,
sure. Yeah, but it's his choice. Like, who's great at press conferences with one-word answers right now? It's Eric Holland. Sometimes it's moment, right? It's after a game you can be incredibly upset, but if you're Mick Cronin, you want to keep throwing your dudes under the bus after every single game, it's gonna fall into effort.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. Bourne said it on the JT Toppin injury. When JT got hurt last night and they lost Arizona State, I saw the replay, Jeffy Lube, and the strange thing is he rolled around the Wells Fargo field for a while and had to call the trainer over. Usually when your All-American candidate goes down, the trainers are out before the clocks. Yeah, you watch guys, the trainers are slower to come out now. You want to see a guy get up. But yeah, this one, to your point, JJ, was a non-contact injury. And when we get an update, I'll get you one. I got two more on Cronin. Jeffrey says Cincinnati Cronin is way different than UCLA Cronin, right? The whole "are you raising your voice to me" thing was a bad look for a guy with his record. Conversely, UCLA is not the job it once was or is touted to be by its current leadership and fan base. I think it's all a part of the constantly evolving and changing landscape of college sports. That's from Jeffrey. I agree with that. Dean says, good morning. Coach Mick is sure entertaining. A couple weeks ago, the subject of Coach Olin being a chill type of coach. So who would be the most chill coaches the Lobos have had? I go Olin, McKay, Colson. On the fiery side, I go Ellenberger, Fraschilla, and probably Bliss. I used to love watching Tom Crean off the bench pacing. Thank you, from Dean. Wow, who are the most chill coaches the Lobos have ever had? I don't know. Would you put Alford in the fiery side? I certainly might put him above Bliss. Well, Bliss was. I didn't see Ellenberger coach. Fran was a stomper, man. I wanted to buy him those sock gaiters to keep his socks up, because he was a stomper, yeller, little, guy running up and down, stomping, yelling. He absolutely would be on the list. And then would you put Bliss or Alford? Probably Bliss, probably more vocal. And then Chill, Olin, McKay, and Colson. That's interesting. All right, Dean, appreciate that. You can keep them coming at 505-246-0610. JJ, you sticking around, or what time you got to go to shoot around?
Bottom of the hour.
All right, so JJ's got another segment in it before he's got to go out to GCU Arena. He's in Phoenix. I want to get into this Tony Clark baseball thing. It's wild. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal.
Offers, I still, in my opinion only, I still think there's a little bit of regret, an inkling of regret for leaving. But like Alford said, hey man, it's UCLA, right? So whatever. He's still got a good life. But I keep up with UCLA. I keep up with Texas Tech. You know, I keep up with the players that are leaving us. And I've never seen Donovan Dent smile
this year
since he's been playing for UCLA. I don't know. I might have missed it. I don't watch every minute, but whenever I can catch a game, you know, I watch UCLA, I watch Texas Tech, but not every minute. But I haven't seen him smile. And you know, I hope he makes a lot of money and helps his family and does everything. But I would hope we'd have him back next year.
No, man.
How's that?
I think he's
out of for a prediction.
Yeah, I think he's out of eligibility, but who knows in today's college basketball world what eligibility means. All right, man, go make your deliveries.
I just had to give my 2 cents, but yeah, it's interesting. Mick Cronin's funny as hell. Yeah. But I gotta go.
All right, appreciate you.
All right,
JT called at 505-246. I mean, JJ. Hey, Bob, can you drop that call, please? Because, yeah. Donovan Dent's not. There's not another year, right? Is there?
No.
I mean, I don't see the basis, but who knows? All right. This a couple baseball things. Pedro Lopez is going to be back as Isotopes manager. That was announced by the Rockies yesterday. So Pilo another year as the skipper for Albuquerque Isotopes. They start up in about 5 weeks from now, as pitchers and catchers have reported for spring training. JJ, the story that hit yesterday morning about Major League Baseball Players Association Executive Director Tony Clark resigning. It's an important time because there's a collective bargaining agreement negotiations that are coming due. The season's about ready to start. The owners want a salary cap. Players are adamant that not. I mean, this is a big time for the players union. And then you start finding out why Tony Clark resigned, because an internal investigation revealed that he had an inappropriate relationship. Okay, I hear that all the time. With his sister-in-law. Oh, wait, I don't hear that all the time. And that's why he stepped down. I don't know if it's his brother's wife, his sister's sister, whatever. Dude, what are we doing? I get it, man. Guys, ladies, everybody, people have affairs. Not everybody. I'm not complete. But it's not uncommon. It's not, I mean, to say it was uncommon would be wrong. When I hear a guy had a extramarital affair, an inappropriate affair, what's Ime Udoka, right? Was the Celtics coach, and he had to resign because he had an inappropriate affair with a staffer. Somebody recently had an inappropriate affair with a subordinate. Okay, your sister-in-law, dude. You're
the Michigan football coach.
Yeah, the Michigan Sherrod. Yes, Sharon Moore. But you're a different kind of a bad dude, aren't you? I mean, your sister-in-law? That's either your brother's wife or your sister's sister. Is there another way to define sister-in-law? Am I missing something?
I think you got it.
All right. Walk me through how this somehow is over.
I'm not going to because I can't.
Yeah. Oh, wait. It's not. The union's internal inquiry, and I guess there's a wide-ranging, still open federal investigation. He's got finance and other alleged improprieties going on. They have claims of nepotism. The relationship between Clark and this woman came to light, I guess, And that prompted him to step down after more than a dozen years. He's been 12 years plus as the head of the union. ESPN reported that the investigation, which is being done by the Eastern District of New York, it started in late May of last year. The former U.S. attorney there served as outside counsel and informed the union's 8-man subcommittee that there were potential legal liabilities. So they did an inquiry. The disclosure of the relationship was seen as crossing a red line by players' leaders. They were always skeptical about Clark's future because there was a federal investigation already going on about finances. And this investigation was triggered by a whistleblower who filed a complaint against Tony Clark with the National Labor Relations Board back in November of 2024, alleging self-dealing, misuse of resources, abuse of power, and nepotism. Among the issues raised, the construction of the MLBPA of a large office in Arizona where Clark lives and where his sister-in-law worked following its opening. Dude, the more you read into this, and Tony Clark was a decent player, played with the Tigers back in the day, and he's been doing this for a while. This is such an important position, right? You hear about collective bargaining, you hear about salary cap, everything that the players' union negotiates with the owners goes through this dude. And this is what brought him down. Again, what's undefeated? Father, time, and sex. Your sister-in-law, dude. Like, you kind of got bigger problems. Somebody's got to walk me through how this happened. And I know somebody's going to call me, no, I got a guy, man. Him and his sister-in-law, they were, okay. I know it. I guess it happened. But you're a different kind of bad guy, aren't you?
Yeah. It's abusing your power and got.
And got. Yeah. So this is, they got a guy ready to go back into this position, and this goes on. They're talking about a potential replacement, and they'll figure this out and they'll move on. But this is, the players are pissed. You listen to some of the players' responses and reactions to this moving forward. There's a lot of people who are all kinds of upset about this. They feel deceived. How do you think his brother or wife feels? Well, or wife. How about that? What's worse? Which one's worse? If it's his sister's sister or if it's his brother's wife? Yes?
Goodness.
No, honestly. I think well, if it's your sister's sister, all right, you get a divorce, you're clean. I mean, you move on. That sucks. You're just a jerk. If it's your brother's wife, like, that's not better, is it? Try to talk my way into one of them being somewhat not as bad as the other, but they're so both brutal. Like
not great.
No,
not
honestly,
great.
You want to? I mean, who's worse to lose in your life, your wife or your brother? How do you dig yourself out of that? And then, either way, the woman on the other side, who's also culpable. Now, it's either your brother's wife or your sister's sister. She's culpable. Now she's been outed. And this whole thing blows up. I mean, never mind you lost your job and you're all over all national news and idiots in Albuquerque are talking about you. But holy bleep, like, this is your life now. You got to reconstruct and go back together. It said it could be the wife's brother. Could be the wife's brother or the sister's wife. You're right. It could. I'm assuming that it is a heterosexual relationship. You're 100% right. Or the sister's, wait. It could be the wife's brother. Wait, the wife's brother's wife. So it could be the wife's brother's wife. So that would still be your sister-in-law, I guess. Or the sister's wife. So you could have a sister who's got a wife. Yeah, it could be that as well. Or, I mean, yeah, you're right. Okay, so justify either one of those, Robert. Does that make them better? Robert, help me out. Does that make them better? I mean, all right. So you're helping me define sister-in-law, which I appreciate because obviously I need help with. I mean,
there's no way that any of this is good.
I'm not looking for anybody to feel bad for Tony. Tony Clark dug this hole for himself. But imagine that dude right now. So I just lost my job, probably pretty high paying. I'm having an inappropriate relationship with my sister-in-law. I don't care if it's my brother's wife, my sister's sister, my wife's brother's wife, or my sister's wife. I don't care. I just blew my family to shreds.
Actually, 2 families, probably.
At least 2 families, right?
Yeah. And don't forget the federal investigations into.
Oh, then there's federal investigations about impropriety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning.
I think this.
Can I get your coffee?
Dude's in a lot of trouble.
How's that wake up this morning? Holy smokes. All right, JJ, get out of here. You got to go to GCU Arena for the big shoot-around. What do we expect at shoot-around today?
I'm just looking forward to seeing the mindset, confidence of this team. Saturday was really rough. Can they pull together against a team that is very similar to them in Grand Canyon? And I'm really looking forward to the first time in this arena tonight.
Oh, yeah, you've never been in that building, huh?
It's first time the Lobos have played here.
All right. What do you expect? So the game tonight, quick preview and then get out of here. JJ will have the call at 5:30, pregame 6 o'clock, women's basketball at Grand Canyon.
Well, I think if there was a spread on it, the Lobos would be underdogs going into this game. But both teams have been very similar in Mountain West plays. They've had their highs. Grand Canyon gave San Diego State their only conference loss. This year, the Lobos have beat UNLV. But then there've been the lows. This is a Grand Canyon team that lost to Air Force, and this is a Lobo team that lost to Nevada. So it really comes down to your confidence, your execution, how do you play in the opening minutes. But you know what we're going to be looking at? That third quarter. Because in 2 of the last 3 games for the Lobos, they've scored 4 points in the third quarter. So if you can keep it close and come out with a energy that you haven't had in the third quarter, that's how you can find a way to win this game tonight.
Change the orange slices to juice boxes or something at halftime, or
something.
Whatever you're doing, just change it around at halftime and figure it out. All right, have a great call. JJ will have the call from GCU Arena, Lobo women against Grand Canyon. 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock is when they tip it, and he'll be back in studio because of the magic of charters tomorrow morning. Safe travels. Have a great call.
Thank you.
505-246-0610. When we get back, I want to get into a little bit of what happened at the Olympics today. And I got some NFL news for you regarding some wide receivers when you might want on your. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Channel.
One opportunity at a time.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled sky.
Single City's making between $3 and $4 million a year is the head of the Major League Baseball Players Association. And that's what you went and threw away. And look, man, maybe your sister-in-law is really cool and smoking hot, or maybe I don't know. But your sister-in-law, dude, that's your brother's wife or your sister's sister or your sister's brother's wife or your sister's sister, as I was told. That's a different kind of jerk. I'm just saying, Tony Clark's a San Diego guy. I know they love him down there, but good morning, Tony Clark. You got no job. Probably got no wife no more, right? If you had one. I wonder if that woman is still having that relationship. That would be the only somewhat minor saving grace.
She might still be with him just to make his life miserable.
Or what else is she going to do? Well, honestly, where's she going? She probably got fired too, right?
The wife?
No, the sister-in-law.
Oh.
No, the wife. I'm going to guess the wife. But what, I don't know.
Well, when you say the sister-in-law got fired too.
Well, she was working for him.
Oh, she was also an employee.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he opened up that Phoenix office and she was working there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so it's a double whammy.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe she's still
not only a family member, but a subordinate, which is against the law too.
Do me the 30 for 30 on this. Let's watch the long-form documentary on that. All right, Olympics today. Mikaela Shiffrin won the slalom. She snapped her 8-year Olympic drought. It's a 12-year Olympic journey, comes full circle now. She won the slalom by 1.5 seconds. That's a ton of time. So she's got a gold medal. She put in 2 really, really good runs. Great conditions, jagged peaks of the Dolomites to show again why she's regarded by many as the greatest alpine skier of all time. It was the 3rd largest margin of victory in women's Olympic slalom ever. That's the event she won when she was a teenager in Sochi back in 2014. Then she was a rising star. Now she is considered the best ever. 12 years later, she delivers again. This is her favorite race. And she got really emotional in the finish area. She was embraced by Camille Rast of Switzerland, who's the world champion. Rast took the silver. Anna Sven Larsson of Sweden took the bronze. So the 30-year-old now is a gold medalist again. And she said it was really hard to understand the process. She broke down. So that's a big deal at the Olympics today, where Mikaela Shiffrin wins gold medal. All right, Mike Evans, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is going to come back for another year. He wants to play again. Where will he play? It is unclear. Will he play with the Buccaneers? It is unclear. He wants to play. And that's the bottom line. He's their all-time leading scorer for the Buccaneers. He'll play his 13th season. His agent said that yesterday. Remember, his season ended after the season ended because he had the injury. He missed 10 games because of the broken collarbone. He had a hamstring injury as well. But he said he wants to be a Buck for life. He's fond of the team. He's fond of the city. The Buccaneers have wanted this as well, but he wants to carefully weigh his options, knowing that he's at the tail end of his career. So Mike Evans is on the market. Robert Brooks, the former Ram, resigned for a day with the Rams, and then he will retire. DeAndre Swift, the Bears. He and the Bears are about $5 million. Well, the Bears are over salary cap by $5 million. And they could save $7 million in cap space by cutting DeAndre Swift, who had a really good year. Quote, I have no idea, but hopefully I did enough for them to want me back because I know I don't want to go anywhere else. This is Swift. I hope it plays itself out that way. I love the city. I love the coaching staff, the men I work with. That was part of the quote. Remember, they got a good season from their backup running back, Kyle Monangai. That could lead for them to decide to make Monangai the starter and let Swift go. I think Swift would be valuable on the free agent market if he goes. And then this came down this morning. The Chiefs are restructuring Patrick Mahomes' deal to create salary cap space. So they did that this week. The Chiefs were over the cap by $54.5 million. Mahomes' salary, they convert into a signing bonus. And again, this is the hocus pocus of salary cap. It lowers his cap number to $36.6 million. He'll still make all his money. The Chiefs created $43.5 million of cap space, so it's the fourth consecutive year that they've restructured. He's just going to keep getting paid into perpetuity. But Mahomes initially signed 10 years, $450 million back in 2020. He's going to get every speck of it. It's may be deferred. Some of it may be bonuses, but it'll be played around. All right, text line. Maybe Tony Clark, that's the NFL PA guy. Maybe he got confused at Thanksgiving when asked what parts of the turkey he wanted and thought they meant family member. Maybe. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting Thanksgiving too. I mean, I can't. I need to get over the story, but it's just it's
too juicy.
I see what you did. See, hence the turkey. Yeah, no, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really, really good. All right. Also this morning, NFL news, which is Mountain West news. Wait, you're going what? Yeah, Thomas Hammett, the head coach at Northern Illinois, who is the newest, well, I should say not newest, but a new, because North Dakota State's the newest. A new member of the Mountain West Conference in football is leaving Northern Illinois as their head coach. He'll become the running backs coach for the Seattle Seahawks. So there's a job opening in the Mountain West. It's at Northern Illinois. And that means the portal opens for all of those players there. And maybe a brand new roster for Northern Illinois. I don't know what that's going to mean as far as what they're going to be. Probably not anything good, right? It probably isn't making them any better as they enter the league next year. All right, I'll wrap it when we get back. 505-246-0610. You still have time to get in. 505-246-0610. Fellas, how you feeling as you head into the midweek? Tired all the time? Struggling to focus? Just don't feel like you? Maybe gaining weight, losing muscle a little bit? Could be signs of low testosterone, possibly even hormone imbalance. It's natural as men get older. It's also natural to go out and get some help. And there's help for you locally, because it's the team at Vita Vital Medical, who are Albuquerque's experts specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. These all make you feel better, help you restore your strength, your energy, your confidence, and your performance on and off the field. The beauty of them is, first of all, it's proven to work. It's helped thousands of men all around the globe. They're local, and they know what works. They'll help you get back in the game of the program that's focused on you. What they do is take the time to listen to you, understand your goals. They create a plan that's tailored to you after having a conversation with you and sitting down and having a consult with you. Don't sit on the sidelines any longer. Take action today. Feel better now. The number is 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559. You can visit VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David A. V-I-T as in Thomas A-L. Vita Vital Medical. Get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health expert.
This is a West.
Past the vintage glow of Route 66.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area.
D1, that was in the pit last night. Antonio Chola had a nice night for the Lobos. 20 points on 5 or 10 from three-point shooting. Jake Hall, 16, right on his average, to tick above for New Mexico. 14 for Dayton Albury to go with 9 rebounds and 6 assists. Haven't talked much about him today and probably should have more. And then JT Rock off the bench had 12 points, 3 blocks, and 4 rebounds before he fouled out. Lobos snapped their 2-game losing streak in the pit. They've won 2 in a row overall now. Go to Fresno on Saturday to play a Bulldogs team that lost in Laramie yesterday before going to Reno next Tuesday and then home for San Diego State. Meanwhile, around the league last night, San Diego State got beat at home by Grand Canyon. 73-63 was that number. The Aztecs fall a half game behind Utah State, who will play Boise State tonight. Nevada loses to San Jose State. Just the Spartans' second conference victory, 87-71. That game was in Northern California. That's a bad loss for the Wolfpack, who got pumped. Also in college basketball last night, Arizona State beat 13th-ranked Texas Tech 72-67. Of note in that game, former Lobo JT Toppin went down. He had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks, 4 assists, having a great game. Went down with a non-contact right leg injury. Did not return in the loss for Texas Tech. This is a gigantic injury if it's significant. And, of course, we'll monitor that. And when I get something, I'll let you know what's going on. Michigan State beat UCLA 77-50 in that game. Mick Cronin, the UCLA head coach, threw his own guy out of the game. Stephen Jamerson committed a flagrant 1 on a breakaway, down 25 late in the game. Cronin upgraded to a flagrant 2 and threw his kid out of the game, sent him to lock. And then had a nice post-game press conference where he told the reporters, congratulations on being the dumbest question I've ever heard. Don't worry, you raising your voice at me? You raise it? No, there's cameras, dude. Everybody can hear it. You raising your voice at me? Everybody can hear it. Olympics, Michaela Schifrin won the gold in the slalom, breaking an 8-year drought for her. Pedro Lopez will be back as the manager of your Albuquerque Isotopes, who open up in about 5 weeks. And Lady Level basketball tonight here on The Sports Animal. JJ's in Phoenix. He will have the call from GCU Arena 5:30 pregame, and it'll be a 6 o'clock tip as the Lobos try to get back on the winning track against a team who beat them in the pit a few weeks back. All right, you still have time to get in. 505-246-0610. What story is your favorite, Bob? Got Roberto's in today. You got Mick Cronin going off on the reporter and saying, congratulations. Don't raise your voice. Are you raising your voice at me? Or the fact that Tony Clark got fired from a $3 or $4 million job as the head of the Major League Baseball Players Association, in large part for an inappropriate relationship with his sister-in-law, who is also an employee.
And I have to make a choice.
Yeah,
here.
which one's your favorite story?
See, this is why I'm not a judge in anything, because I think they're both fantastic.
Or disgusting.
Or disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgustingly fantastic. It's given us a lot of airtime.
Well, Mick Cronin does this on a fairly regular basis.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, Tony Clark's been doing it on a fairly regular basis, too, I imagine.
Like the word usage there.
Yeah, I imagine that's right. Yeah, both of them would be quite disturbing.
I think I like the Cronin better.
Okay, why? Because it's entertaining?
No, just on a moral basis.
On a moral basis?
Yeah.
All right. Are you on his side or are you on the reporter's side?
His side.
You thought it was a stupid question.
Yeah, he thought it was a stupid question. He was honest, and he said, yeah, that's a stupid question. Congratulations.
Yeah. All right.
And then the next guy did raise his voice.
It was the same dude.
Oh, was the same dude? Okay.
Same guy.
Okay. I thought
so you thought he did
different.
raise his voice?
Yeah.
JJ said he didn't. It was a quiet hallway, and he didn't. You raised your voice?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You want me to pull it back up?
Yeah, we play it again.
Give me a minute to find it.
Yeah, because, and if you missed this earlier, so this is after the UCLA loss again, and UCLA's they're seventh. I think it's seventh Big Ten. They lost again, and the Big Ten it's a gauntlet, man. And you're going, the travel's long. You're going back, and it's Michigan and Michigan State and Wisconsin, and Ohio State and Purdue, and yeah, it's a gauntlet. And UCLA's not playing well, and so they went on the road last night and they got pumped. They got beat by a big margin. I think it was 80. What was it? 80. What did I tell you? 87-50. Yeah, 77. 27. Threw his own guy out of the game. Threw his players under the bus. They're not playing hard. We're not very good. We can't. We need a better work ethic. Our practice wasn't good. They didn't give us what we want. All this stuff.
So I'm ready when you are.
So after the game, and this is part of his press conference, and I guess the Michigan State student section was taunting one of his players, and here's the exchange with one of the reporters. Ever. Ever. I guess his
Clearly
voice
raised his voice.
I guess his voice got a little louder.
Yeah. He started out at about this level.
And then he got to here and it got a little higher,
A little
too.
higher. And then it was up to here. It gradually increased in volume.
As JJ said, he got frustrated. He probably should have let it go. Mick probably should have let it go, too. But Mick did not let it go because
he's Mick.
Because, I mean, wherever Mick's going. Yeah. All right. What do you got tonight? You got a couple Mountain West Conference games tonight. Utah State and Boise State will probably be the one that in which you're most interested tonight, because Utah State now sitting alone in first place, and if they win tonight, they will be a full game in front of San Diego State. Also, that game's at 8:30 start. It's on FS1 if you want to watch it. It is in Logan. Also tonight, UNLV at home. Rebels playing better now. They get Colorado State at home. UNLV is a 2.5-point favorite. Rebels coming off that win at Boise. They've won 3 in a row after losing 4 in a row. They beat San Jose State. They win at Boise, and then they beat Colorado State. I'm sorry, they beat Grand Canyon, San Jose State, and Boise State. Now they get Colorado State. Next up for them at Air Force. Then they got to go to Grand Canyon. And they still got Utah State and San Diego State in front of them. They're going to be dangerous, I think. If they figure this out, they and Boise State, I imagine Nevada, but they and Boise State and Grand Canyon can be real disturbers when you hit the Mountain West tournament. You got 3 teams in the Mountain West who are in consideration for at-larges, but I'm telling you, man, these losses like San Diego State took last night, losing to Grand Canyon, while not a horrible loss, you needed a good win. When you're sitting squarely on the bubble like they are, like New Mexico is, you just can't lose those games. And my gut tells me the number is going to be 2 teams out of the Mountain West who make it into the NCAA tournament. But if you ask me right now, man, more likely 1 or 3. I think the answer is 1. I think it's going to be really tough now for the league to get 3 teams in. New Mexico squarely on the bubble. So just keep winning. Don't lose games that I say you should win. And what does it mean? There's games you just have to win. You have to win in Fresno. You have to win in Reno. You have to come home and beat San Diego State at this point. And that might be an elimination game between the Aztecs and the Lobos in regards to at-large consideration. That's coming up next Saturday. Are you in tomorrow, dude, or no?
Not that I'm aware of. Next time I'm in is across the hall Saturday for the men's game.
All right, so it's a one-hit wonder for you on our show.
Yeah.
You get Robert and Hunter from Fresno tomorrow. I did Daniel and I did our last game of the year, the last game that we get to do. We get to do, I think, about 10 games this year. It was actually really fun.
Yeah,
doing those games. So enjoyed that, and we got a victory. I'm thinking I was 9-1 if I'm not mistaken. The one game I lost was the road game at New Mexico State.
I can't win them all.
No, obviously not.
You
Yeah,
want to, but
obviously
you don't.
not. And one update: New Mexico net rankings moved up to 42 with the win last night. The San Diego State dropped to 44. Where's Mick Cronin and his UCLA Bruins, you ask? 41. Thanks to Holly Holm and Ty Murray.
That was fun.
They were both in studio.
Yeah.
Adrian, great work on the TV side. It always is. Hope you're enjoying watching that. Gato Roberto came in today. Appreciate you getting up this morning. Thank you. Always appreciate you being here.
Coffee help.
Yeah, it always does. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show follows that. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas comes in at 4 o'clock, and JJ cracks the mic from Grand Canyon at 5:30 with Lobo women's basketball against the Lopes. We're back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio at 7 a.m. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7